I generally show a game and the content of a book when I make a review. However, for me this book is important and I think the price of the book is worth just for one anecdote, a story that we can find inside and that I would like to read you. So generally I show you a game. Here I would like to read you a story because it's interesting and it's based on this position. It's a page 38 and it's a Velimirovich Peace Sacrifice. The author writes, I met Dragonjub Velimirovich in 1986 when I was the new Yugoslav junior champion and he was a fearless grandmaster famous for his attacking style. Bosna, my club at the time, had arranged a training weekend in my hometown of Sarajevo so that Velimirovich could evaluate whether it was worth organizing further training for me. At that time Velimirovich was already famous for his nice sacrifices on f5, d5 in the Sicilian, especially in his own system which became known as the Velimirovich attack. Our first work day was an interesting experience for me. Velimirovich placed on the board one of the positions of his system, with a white knight being sacrificed on f5, and said, let's play a few games, I will attack and you will defend. This position was extremely dangerous for black and there I was, without any theoretical knowledge, playing against an expert. No wonder I got mated in all the games. I was extremely worried that I had failed the test and Velimirovich would return to Belgrade, where he lived, and tell my club, sorry, your boy is not worth a time after all. To my utter surprise, the famous grandmaster told me at the end of our session, Ivan, we have established excellent basis for our further work. Confused, I asked, what kind of basis, sir? Dragoljub cheerfully responded, well, you got mated in all the games, so it's safe to say that you know nothing. So now we can start doing some work. Velimirovich told my club, your boy does not know anything, but is somehow making good moves, so next month send him to me in Belgrade. It was the start of 4 beautiful years. But now it comes the real story that I wanted to tell you, okay? Velimirovich, nicknamed Gazza, boss in Serbian, loved chess immensely and generously shared his own knowledge and also knowledge acquired through working with Gligorich. Gazza was Glico's long-term second and a few training sessions with Korchnoi. Velimirovich was an excellent storyteller and I will share one of his tales with you here. At the Palma de Mallorca Interzonal in 1970, Bobby Fischer played the Velimirovich attack with white against Larsen and lost. 1 year later, against Bukal, Velimirovich, instead of Fischer's 12h4, sacrificed his knight on f5, a novelty at the time and an amazing concept. I advise the readers to dig in a database and find those 2 games. Gligorich, a good friend of Fischer's, played in the same tournament. Seeing Bobby losing to Larsen, Gligo told Fischer, my second, Velimirovich, has many ideas in that line, so maybe you should analyze with him. Fischer apparently agreed and the two started to analyze, having entered into a rather special agreement. When one player gets into a losing position, the other player has the right to slap him hard on the wrist. Larsen noticed this, went to Glico and said, I have seen something unbelievable. Fischer is analyzing with some unknown man, and this man keeps slapping Fischer on his hands. Bobby's hands are red all over. So this is the story I wanted to tell you from this book. because I think it tells us a couple of things. In today's world, probably if you are slapping hard someone, they would call it bully or something. In 1970, it seems it was okay. And as you can see, it's also interesting that the best player of all, Fischer, was, however, able to analyze with everybody, remember stuff, and being able to get input from everyone. So the story is kind of very, very interesting. And that's why I think this book is really amazing, just for that. I hope you will enjoy it.